Well, I ain't gonna say I told you guys so, but I told you so. Jets lose to Boston in game 69. Very nice. Out of 82 for the Jets 2022-2023 season. Yeah, not happy I predicted this one, but still pretty obvious this was going to be a loss. And definitely not expected to be a 3-0 shutout to the Boston Bruins tonight in Winnipeg. But it's the way it goes. So let's talk about this game. The Carolina game. Thought the Jets could have won that game if they had better goaltending from David Rittich. And then what do you get tonight? Great goaltending from Connor Hellebuyck. Mediocre as fuck performance from the team in the first period. Second period, better performance. But again, am I really going to sit here and tell you guys the Jets played better as time got better? Or time went on, or whatever the hell you want to say? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I say, if I screw up a sentence or anything. You know why? Because the Jets lost this game. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, they don't get the 2 points. Now, we didn't expect them to get these 2 points, so, let's talk about this game itself. Was this a stepping off point for this team, as you could say? Will they play better from here? Did you see improvement in this game? No. This was the exact same team I saw play in Carolina. Now, you could argue that these are just tough losses against really good opponents, and I agree with you for the most part. These are very tough teams, and honestly, expected losses. Like, there's a reason why the betting margins were the way they are for this game. Boston is a favorite to win the Stanley Cup, and the Jets are sliding. So it's, not too far out there to imagine that the Boston Bruins would win this game. It's just the way that they won this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Jets just... The way that they made Swayman look like a god tonight. How many times have they done this in the last couple seasons where they want to win, but they don't want it enough, it feels like. Because if you really wanted to win this game, you would have scored on a goaltender of that level and stopped making him look like a Vezina candidate. Like, it's not like, Swayman just all of a sudden he's having a great season all of a sudden, or he's having a really good stretch the last couple weeks. He's just been the same he has been. It's the same old with him. But he comes into Winnipeg tonight, and the Jets make him look like he's a winner in the Vezina. Like, I can't be the only one that gets a little bit frustrated with when I see that. Like, you can't expect to get points and stay in the race when you put in a performance like this, and you get shut out. You were never in this game, except when it was 0-0 with a whole 60 minutes ahead of you. Like, we haven't even talked about the fact that 50 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not even joking, 50 seconds in, it's 1-0 Boston already because of terrible coverage from the entirety of the Winnipeg Jets. Trent Frederick is left completely open that my grandmother would have been able to score a goal on Connor Hellebuyck. Yeah, Connor Hellebuyck with that amount of time and space. Like, my God. This team from the start buried themselves, because when you play teams like Boston, if you're going to have a chance to win, you have to dig in deep for 60 full minutes. And the Jets did not do that because they weren't even able to play a complete shift in the first minute of this game without giving up a prime scoring opportunity and already coughing up the lead. The Jets were in this game for 50 seconds, and even then it was a bad 50 seconds. That's the problem right now with this team. Is that I don't care that they lost this game. I'm not really angry about it because I expected them to lose this game. I actually was more angry that they lost the Carolina game because that was the one I expected them to win out of the last 4. But they lose 2 in a row. Now, it's a very, very tough stretch right now. Very tough stretch. You go look at the standings right now for the NHL. As usual, you guys know me. I don't pull up anything ahead of the time because I literally don't think ahead because, yeah, I don't know. But nonetheless, though, here we are, talking about the standings. The Jets right now are sitting as they were before, 8th in the West, 2nd wildcard spot, looking, pretty okay. But Nashville, ladies and gentlemen, Nashville is soaring right now. They're 6-3-1. They lost tonight, which was huge. But they are at 66 games played. Okay, they are definitely behind us in the games played category. But if we keep losing games like this, that's going to get closer and closer. And then do you know what's going to happen? The Jets are going to be in a legit risk of missing the playoffs. Right now, we still have the spot. But they need to figure things out because you need to start winning some games. It's very important that you start winning some games because this team needs some life injected into them before going to the playoffs because they might not even make the playoffs. Let's be real, guys. Like, I'm not saying that it's guaranteed the Jets are going to lose the playoffs. I'm not saying it's guaranteed they're going to make the playoffs. It's just right now they're in a legit what the hell's going on crisis mode situation. Like, Nashville and Calgary are really making a run on them. Winnipeg's got 79 points right now in 69 games played. Nashville, 66 games played, 75 points. Calgary, 68 games played, 74 points. Like, if the Jets keep losing, that spot is very, very open. Like, if the Jets aren't able to go out and win their next couple matchups, and again, their next couple matchups are no walks in the park. Their next game is against Nashville, which is huge. That I could not stress how important this game is, because if you lose this game and Nashville wins, one game closer to being even with each other, and it's a point for Nashville. And then you play on Sunday against St. Louis, another team that you're fighting right now that's climbing. Like, well, they're not climbing. Like, let's be real. St. Louis is maybe a little bit better as of late, you know, because they're, I don't know, it's St. Louis, 50-50 team. I'm just worried, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I see games, I'm looking at the future, and I'm looking at it, and I'm not very optimistic. Like, the Jets need to really put something together and not even go on a deep run right now and get some wins and get some confidence. They need to win more than 2 games in a row and lose 2 games in a row and stop playing this Paul Maurice type hockey. Like, they're 500 hockey right now. That's what they're playing. Win some, lose some. Win 2, lose 2. Like, they're very 500 right now, and that's what the scary thing is now, because if these teams continue to go on a run and they continue to win, Nashville, Calgary, if they can somehow get lucky and put some points together. Now, obviously, Nashville losing tonight is huge, and Calgary is definitely starting to slide because they had some bad losses. I'm just saying, it is a possibility. Like, the Jets went from being first in the Central a month ago to fighting for their lives for a playoff spot. And Nashville sold Nino Niederreiter to us, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. Nashville sold Nino Niederreiter, and they are still pushing on us for a potential playoff spot now. Like, it's not all panic mode. It's just stuff to think about. Like, when you look at a game like this, and it's just a mid-game all around, in my opinion. Like, well, you know, tough luck, whatever. But at the end of the day, they didn't want it enough. They made Swayman look like a Vezina nominee. It just... the Boston Bruins tonight were not some god machine out there. Yeah, they had a 3-0 dominant performance, but the Jets at times, you know, had looks, and they blew it every time. Every time, every opportunity, every 3-on-1, every 2-on-1, 3-on-2, whatever, power play, doesn't matter. They blew it every single time. And they had opportunity, and they choked it every single time. That's what the problem is with tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that, oh, you know, they played terrible, blah, blah, blah. It's just that everything about this game was mediocre. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was just straight up mediocre game that you get shut out at home when you need to start putting up some points. Now, again, like we said, we didn't expect them to win this game. I know. It's very hard to critique this game when I really, in my heart, did not expect them to win this game when I'm looking at the schedule. I expected a dud of a performance. It was a dud of a performance, but... that being said, this team needs some life, because even though that's what I expect as a fan watching them, you would hope that there would be some life from the team tonight. And it just felt like everything was a broken play. And that's what was scary. Even when the Jets had looks, nothing connected. Not even a pass, really. Nothing developed. And if that has been continuing as a trend for the last few months. So, my God, I hope they wake up, because... it's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very close, and I don't like that. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Another loss in the loss column for the Jets this year. Tough game, like I said, really tough game. Not like they were expected to do much here, but still you want a better effort, at least from them. And it wasn't one. 3-0 shutout, definitely scary. So stay tuned on Saturday for the Nashville game. That will be a big one. Big game on Saturday. Don't know how I'm going to be covering it, be celebrating... just, you know, St. Patty's Day weekend and everything like that, so we'll be seeing how that goes, but we will do my best I'll do my best to bring you guys some coverage of that, but that's going to be an important game. Might have to combine both those games together on a Sunday recap, because Central back-to-back matchup when you're bleeding points doesn't look good. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, check out all the affiliate links down in the description below. Have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets, go. And please wake up, boys.